Well, I'd be the very first to admit I'm not much of a photographer, but I will say this: Mother Nature is one hell of a model. We're off to a good start. It's a little after 7 this morning, 7:22. I'm hiking alone again. Last night I dropped my 2 companions that I've been hiking with at Burney Guest Ranch and got a text from them that one of them is sick or down, and so they won't be starting with me today, which just means it's me and a few thousand of you here with me on the trail, and that's pretty good company. The hike up to Dunsmuir from where I'm at is about 80 miles, and I intend to do that in 4 days. Arrive there on Sunday, and my wife is actually driving from here up to Dunsmuir to leave me a resupply package there, and she's also going to mail one to Etna so that I'm resupplied for a ways. We'll have to figure out what to do after that. Any rate, one thing that will happen is by the time I get to Dunsmuir, we will have hiked 1,000 miles of this trail together. It's been hard, been painful a lot, been lonely some, although you guys have really helped that. And but it's been a lot of beautiful sights, a lot of interesting people, and it's been me finding out that I could do a lot of things that I never was too sure I'd be able to do, and I'm doing them. I don't know how far I'm going to go still. I've gone a lot farther than I ever thought I would, so that's why I'm scrambling on a resupply strategy now, because I never bothered with it, never expecting to get this far. Any rate, I'm glad to have you guys with me. We're gonna do these next few hundred miles, just the 2 of us, 2,000 of us or so, and I hope to share with you guys a lot of beautiful sights like we've seen so far, and just have a great time. So you guys hang on to the backpack back there, and we'll make a journey of it together. Thanks for following along. Some places, they just got more character than others. That lovely bridge, and the stream comes down under it, and it runs down here over that awesome, awesome waterfall. Check that out. I am so glad you guys are along to share the moment with me. Just a very quiet day. It's overcast. There's no wind, at least where I'm at, which is a protected area. But I've got all this natural beauty all around me, all to myself and a few thousand of my best friends who are watching this video. You guys are so cool. Well, it's break time. We're about 3 hours into the hike today. We've gone 7.1 miles, and I am taking my break. I didn't take breaks earlier today. This is the first day that I've been able to hike 3 hours straight without too much pain in quite a while, so I'm cautiously optimistic that my injuries are doing better. I had last night again to work on them, and every chance I get, I put on the full routine, so I think I'm doing them some good. I'm just gonna try to stay within my pace. In fact, I haven't taken any painkillers today of any sort. So I am taking a break. I stopped to have a little bite to eat, and in fact, this morning I've had a little beef jerky made by my wife. Apparently, while I've been gone, she's been a little bit bored and went out and got her food to hydrate her. And so all of my meals that I'm going on now, well, for quite a while, are going to be homemade by my wife. And some of them look really, really yummy in there. she's got a lot more sense than I do, so she's I'm carrying more food than I would have carried left to my own devices, but it's just fine. Including really nice entrees at night and a cobbler for dessert each night, so I'm pretty excited about that. But everything's going good. Today's been a fantastic day so far. Feel good. Gonna have to get packed up now and moving, so you guys hang on tight to your straps back there. Try not to bounce around too much and just enjoy the views, and hopefully it'll stay cool but won't rain on us. Okay guys, we've almost packed up now, almost ready to go here. But last night when I was setting up camp, I couldn't see that much around us because there was a light rain blowing in the distance, not really on us. And I'd share with you some of the views there of our campsite. We've got a nice moon over there. If we pan over this way just a tiny bit, we got a pretty nice view to start the day. Now, one other thing. I keep saying it's going to get hot, and it's supposed to be 100 tomorrow in Redding. Right now, it's just about freezing here, and my hands are so cold I can hardly hold this camera still. Let's head on over there toward Shasta today. All right, gotta go, gotta warm up the hands. Okay, let's take a walk up the PCT together here. And then everybody can see why I hike places like this. Pretty stunning view, Mount Shasta. Okay, Team Rabbit. What a beautiful sky that is, huh? It's just after 10. We've got near 10 miles in. We are targeting a record today of 27.5 to get down to a campground by a river. If we knock that out, that'd be about 51.5 miles in 2 days. Not too bad. Just to show you what we missed, if my geography doesn't totally suck, I believe that's the Sierra back there in the distance. And we will get back there in a couple of weeks' time. Meanwhile, if we swing around this way, we got that little fella, Mount Shasta. And it's a lot closer than it was. All these cameras give a little bit of a wide angle view, so what I'm seeing here is a lot closer to me than what the image appears. It's kind of like those rear view mirrors with the big dinosaur in Jurassic Park. At any rate, gorgeous day. It's a little bit warm, which is better than last night, I guess. It was just too cold last night for me. Just like the three bears, I can't, Goldilocks, I can't quite get the temperature where I want it. At any rate, I do have the scenery where I want it. And I got the team along with me. So guys, let's keep going. See if we can stay out of trouble and see some more gorgeous scenery. Go ahead, you're Brad?
So I rigged up, on the bottom, I rigged up a little caddis imitation. It's called the pheasant tail.
Uh-huh.
And then about 2.5 feet up, I did a caddis nymph. And so that's a dropper. We got a dropper pheasant tail, so 2-fly setup with a little BB weight and an indicator right there. So we fish it on the bottom, and I think fish feed probably at least 90% of the time on the bottom. So it's a little bit more productive than dry fly fishing.
So what type of trout you have here mostly?
Rainbows and browns.
I just while I got you here on video, I'm gonna walk over here and I need to have the story on that deer head. So
beat up old trailer.
This is Brad's friend, I guess, poking his head out of the trailer. So Brad, how did that deer head come to be?
My granddad shot that deer in the 30s in Tahoe. My granddad he lived in Tahoe, and all the rich guys would come up from the city, and they'd tell their wives they were going to go hunting, and they'd go out to the whorehouses, and they'd hire my granddad to go kill their bucks for them.
I see.
So that thing, I'm from Napa, that thing hung in Gene and Shirley's barber shop ever since I could remember, and then they retired and took it, and I hung it in my bedroom when I grew up, and now it goes with me everywhere I go.
Okay guys, you're looking at the McCloud River. It's 6:07 a.m. on Saturday, June 2nd. We're just getting started today, a couple of minutes later than I normally like to. I stayed just down here in a campsite right on the river. There's a guy named Brad there who's a trout fisherman. Had a couple of beers with Brad and enjoyed some good company. Watching Brad fish a little bit. He hung a couple of fish there right away, but kept breaking his liner to get tangled up in the tree behind him. But anyway, it was a very, very pleasant evening, very enjoyable company, and now we're off. The big number for the day yesterday was 28. That's the number of miles that we hiked, you guys and me. It was a really good day. That gives us like, I don't know if I recall, something like 53 miles in 2 days. And we're gonna try to make it 75 miles in 3 days today, and then have an easy hike tomorrow down to Dunsmuir. Weather is absolutely perfect, but it looks like it's going to be a warm day. The skies are clear. It's probably in the 50s right now, but I expect it to be a lot warmer later in the day. So this old rabbit's probably going to have to zip off his pants legs finally to stay cool enough to get us there. Otherwise, fantastic day. Let's get on the road and see what this trail has to offer us today. Glad to have you guys along. Okay, you guys are doing so good back there. Let's just watch a little trail now. Little grouse friend. He can't fly, so he's just strolling along here with me. He's scared to death. Thinks I'm gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna hurt you, little grouse. He just don't know where to go, so I'm gonna back off and let him get off the trail. There we go. Go on down there, you'll be safe. Don't just perch right there by the trail. There you go. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Well, it's not just us anymore. No, there's about a gazillion mosquitoes circling us, so I hope you guys got all your deed on, or whatever you prefer. Maybe some nets, because these guys are looking for breakfast. And why wouldn't they be? It's 8:15 in the morning. It's time for breakfast. I think even the rabbit's gonna have a little bite here before he gets moving. It's been a very, very pleasant morning so far. We've covered a little over 5 miles in 2 hours. That's a good pace. Not really sure how far we're going to go today. We're well ahead of schedule, so I would say we will go 20 miles plusish, and that will leave us a short hike tomorrow to get to town. Any rate, I never seem to be able to get a butterfly on the trail. I finally got me one. They always move a little bit too fast for me. That's a beaut right there. This trail's still trying to get me. About 10 minutes ago, stepped in a hole caused by a horse's hoof, but covered up with leaves, and turned my left ankle. Fortunately not seriously, but down I went again. At any rate, rattlesnakes and bears, they're not the big predators out here. I hadn't seen a mountain lion, but these mosquitoes, goodness gracious. It's gotten a lot warmer today. We thought it would, with the temperature supposed to be up to 100 in Redding, so I didn't figure they could be far behind here. It's still not hot, but it's pretty muggy. So for only the second time on the PCT, Rabid Rabbit has stripped down, taken his legs off his hiking pants, and will hike in shorts. Now, I feel safe doing that because I haven't seen anybody on the trail. And that's only fair. I wouldn't want to scare the hell out of any strangers. My mind's starting to shift. We've been making really good time today in spite of the falls and everything. What would you guys think if the old Mad Rabbit did a big 3-0 today? 3-0 would get me to Dunsmuir. That would be averaging about 27 miles a day to go from Burney Falls to Dunsmuir. Pretty doggone good for an old bunny. Anyway, I don't know if I can make it. I think I have a hairline fracture in my ankle right now. Nah, it's okay. But I got to put my shoes back on now and put this phone away, and we've been boogieing pretty good, and we'll keep it up and see what happens. You know, got a lot of time left in the day, so we'll see where we get to. Hang in there. Well, if a person ever needed a nice place to soak their feet in freezing water, I believe this qualifies. The water is cold, but my feet need a break. Well, team, this is our chosen lunch spot for the day. I hope it agrees with you.